What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and let's get into this one really quickly. Now, guys, I want to talk a little bit about Pro Football Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe. Now, you guys know last Friday night, he got into it with some of the players of the Memphis Grizzlies when they took on the Los Angeles Lakers at the Crypto.com arena. Now, they got into a heated exchange, and it all stemmed from some trash talking coming from Shannon Sharpe. Now, you guys know, if you watch sports, you know, that type of talk always goes on at sporting events. It's just a part of the culture. People are going to talk trash. You know, it's just one of those things. Even me, when I go to fights, I mostly talk about boxing on this channel. You'll see people talking trash in the stands. Even sitting there at the front row, you'll hear a lot of stuff sometime. But anyway, guys, apparently Shannon Sharpe said to Dillon Brooks that he was too small to guard LeBron James. And you guys know, who watch sports, you guys know how Shannon Sharpe feels about LeBron James. He thinks he's the best thing going, of course. And of course, Dillon Brooks, not taking too kind to those words, said F you. Shannon Sharpe, you know, responded back, being the guy he is, F you. And then he said that Dillon Brooks kind of came at him after that. And then Ja Morant jumped into it, and then T. Morant, his father, got into it. So it was this big altercation, this big melee there on the court, and people were holding Shannon Sharpe back. People were holding, you know, the other players back from the Grizzlies. T. Morant, the father of Ja Morant, also. And I noticed just watching the aftermath of all this that a lot of people were giving Shannon Sharpe a lot of heat for what happened in that situation. A lot of people saying, you know, Shannon Sharpe's too old to be acting like that. Shannon Sharpe didn't act that way when it came to, you know, the stuff that went down with Skip Bayless on his show. And I think people are being just a little bit unfair to Shannon Sharpe in this situation. Now, the situation with Skip Bayless, that's an entirely different situation. He got into that altercation with Skip Bayless on his show, but, you know, that's a different dynamic. You know, he's on a show that he is an employee on. You know, you can't get extremely out of pocket when you're doing your job. You got cameras there, and you're doing your job. I don't know what people expected him to do, jump across the table and start choking, you know, Skip Bayless right there on camera. You can't do that. No matter what, you know, he was at his place of employment. There has to be a little bit of decorum there. Now, he did let Skip Bayless know that how he felt, but, you know, there's certain boundaries that you can't cross when you're at your job, in my opinion. You know, a lot of people gave their opinion on, you know, you didn't have that same heat for him, but how many of these guys are going to go to their job and just act out of pocket like that? Most of them are not going to do that, so I don't understand why they expect Shannon Sharpe to do that. Now, this situation here that happened last Friday night, I don't really blame Shannon Sharpe for this. You know, like I said, things like this happen when people talk trash at games. But when a guy says F you and then he comes at you, you know, you're going to have to stand your ground. And I think Shannon Sharpe stood his ground. And just because he's over 50 years old doesn't mean that, you know, he should just sit there and cower when a guy comes at him because he didn't like what you had to say. So I think, you know, he just did the right thing as a man. You know, stand your ground. You know, you got three guys coming at you, but he still stood there, and, you know, he still stood his ground, because let's face it, if he would have cowered down, the story would have been, you know, Shannon Sharpe, you know, he was a coward. That's what people would have been saying. But he stood his ground, and now people have a problem with that. And I don't see why people really have a problem with that. I just think it's the fact that, you know, some people don't like Shannon Sharpe, so they're going to paint him in a bad light when it comes to the situation and not really say anything bad about the other people that were involved in the situation. But you guys tell me what you think about this situation. I think it was an unfortunate situation, but things do happen at sporting events. People do get heated, you know, words are exchanged, and, you know, sometimes there might be a slight altercation. So you guys let me know what you think about this in the comments section. Was Shannon Sharpe wrong? Were the players wrong? Was Ja Morant's father wrong? You guys let me know in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.